Welcome back to Car Culture. Today, we're diving into one of the most exciting modern muscle car ideas imaginable, the 2027 Plymouth Hemi Cuda. The legendary Cuda name carries decades of American performance history, and imagining it returning for 2027 instantly creates a vision of a car that blends classic muscle car attitude with modern engineering, technology, and brutal performance. While an officially confirmed production 2027 Plymouth Hemi Cuda has not been announced, this concept gives us a chance to explore what a modern revival could look like. The first thing that would capture your attention is the design. A 2027 Hemi Cuda would need to respect its legendary heritage without simply copying the past. Imagine a long, aggressive hood, a wide stance, muscular fenders, a low roofline, and a short rear deck. The front fascia could feature a modern interpretation of the classic Cuda grille, combined with slim LED headlights and an intimidating lighting signature. The hood could carry functional air vents designed to improve engine cooling while giving the car an unmistakable performance identity. From the side, the Cuda could look even more dramatic. Large performance wheels, powerful rear haunches, sculpted doors, and a fastback-inspired profile could create the perfect balance between retro inspiration and futuristic styling. A modern Cuda would also need a strong selection of colors. Classic-style high-impact shades could be reimagined with modern metallic finishes, while black, silver, deep blue, and dark gray could give the car a more sophisticated personality. At the rear, the design could become even more recognizable. Imagine a wide LED taillight signature stretching across the rear fascia, a sculpted bumper, an aggressive diffuser, and large exhaust outlets. A subtle Cuda emblem could sit between the taillights, while a performance spoiler could provide additional aerodynamic stability. The overall appearance would need to communicate one simple message: this is not an ordinary coupe. But the heart of any Hemi Cuda would always be the powertrain. The name Hemi has become synonymous with American V8 performance, and a modern Cuda would have enormous expectations to meet. A hypothetical 2027 model could feature an advanced high-output V8, potentially combining traditional displacement with modern technologies such as direct injection, cylinder deactivation, advanced variable valve timing, and sophisticated engine management. Depending on the configuration, enthusiasts could imagine a naturally aspirated performance version producing serious horsepower, while a higher performance variant could use forced induction to deliver even more dramatic acceleration. Another possibility would be electrified assistance, allowing a future performance Cuda to combine V8 character with instant electric torque. That approach could improve launch performance, while helping the car meet increasingly demanding efficiency and emissions requirements. Transmission technology would also be critical. A modern automatic transmission with lightning-fast shifts could deliver effortless acceleration, while performance-focused software could allow drivers to select different driving modes. If Plymouth ever returned to the performance market, a manual transmission option would be especially exciting for traditional muscle car fans. The ability to control a powerful V8 with a manual gearbox would give the Cuda a level of involvement that many modern performance cars are missing. Imagine pressing the accelerator and hearing the engine come alive. The exhaust note would be one of the most important parts of the experience. A future Hemi Cuda could feature an active exhaust system that changes its sound depending on the selected driving mode. Quiet cruising could make highway driving more comfortable, while sport or track mode could open the valves and unleash a much deeper, more aggressive soundtrack. Performance would naturally be one of the biggest talking points. A modern Cuda could potentially deliver extremely quick acceleration, especially if advanced traction control and all-wheel drive technology were available. Rear-wheel drive would remain the traditional choice for purists, giving the car that classic muscle car character. However, an optional performance-oriented all-wheel drive system could provide exceptional launches and improved stability in challenging conditions. Handling would also need to evolve dramatically compared with classic muscle cars. A 2027 Cuda could use adaptive suspension, electronically controlled dampers, high-performance brakes, and sophisticated chassis electronics. Lightweight materials could help reduce mass, while carefully tuned suspension geometry could give the car greater confidence through corners. The result could be a muscle car capable of straight-line speed, while also feeling surprisingly composed on winding roads. Inside the cabin, The 2027 Hemi Cuda could combine old-school performance character with modern luxury. The dashboard might feature a driver-focused digital instrument cluster displaying speed, engine information, G-forces, temperatures, and performance data. A large central touchscreen could provide navigation, media, vehicle settings, and smartphone connectivity. The interior design could also borrow subtle inspiration from classic Cudas. Retro-style details, metallic accents, contrast stitching, and a modern interpretation of classic performance seats could make the cabin feel special without becoming outdated. Supportive sports seats would be essential, especially for drivers who want to take the car to a track. Technology could extend far beyond entertainment. A modern Cuda could feature advanced driver assistance systems, surround view cameras, blind spot monitoring, adaptive cruise control, automatic emergency braking, lane assistance, and advanced parking technology. One of the most interesting possibilities would be customizable performance software. Imagine being able to adjust throttle response, steering weight, suspension firmness, transmission behavior, exhaust sound, and traction control from a single performance menu. A dedicated track mode could transform the car from a comfortable cruiser into a serious performance machine. Of course, the Cuda name would not be complete without discussing its heritage. Classic Plymouth Cudas became icons because they represented an era when American manufacturers were willing to build bold, powerful, outrageous cars. A 2027 revival would have to capture that emotional connection while meeting modern expectations for technology, refinement, safety, and efficiency. Pricing would depend heavily on the powertrain, equipment, and production strategy. A standard performance version could potentially target buyers looking for a. The biggest question is whether a modern Plymouth Hemi Cuda could actually happen. The Plymouth brand has not been revived as a current production mark, and there is no official confirmation of a 2027 Hemi Cuda. That means everything we're discussing today should be viewed as a future concept or enthusiast vision rather than confirmed specifications. Still, the idea is incredibly exciting. Imagine seeing that legendary Cuda name return with a wide body, a powerful V8, modern technology, a driver-focused cabin, and the kind of attitude that made American muscle cars famous around the world. The 2027 Plymouth Hemi Cuda, if it ever becomes reality, would have enormous expectations to meet. It would not simply need to be fast. It would need character. It would need sound, attitude, design, technology, and a connection to the legendary muscle car era. And perhaps that is exactly why the idea remains so fascinating. Modern performance cars are becoming more technologically advanced every year, but enthusiasts still crave machines that make them feel something the moment they see them, hear them, and press the accelerator. A future Cuda could potentially represent the perfect meeting point between classic American muscle and modern performance engineering. It could carry the spirit of the original while creating an entirely new identity for a new generation. So what do you think? If Plymouth brought back the Cuda for 2027, would you want a traditional rear-wheel drive V8 muscle car, a supercharged monster, or a modern hybrid performance machine? Let us know your choice in the comments. And if you enjoyed this look at the possible 2027 Plymouth Hemi Cuda, make sure you stay connected with car culture for more future cars, legendary nameplates, performance machines, and exciting automotive concepts. The future of the automobile is changing fast, but the passion for powerful cars never disappears. The Cuda may belong to one of America's most legendary eras, but its spirit could still have a place on tomorrow's roads.